Well, hello there. I am in the middle of a big windstorm here. This is Kathy Crow at the Crow Cottage. Thank you so much for joining me today. Labor Day, happy Labor Day. Labor Day is always an interesting one for us because I think Jeff has always worked on Labor Day, and he is today too, and I am as well. Yeah, we are having a really bad windstorm, and it was pretty funny. I went on the news because when I got up, there was a thick layer of dust all over our house. All over. I guess the wind must have been blowing in dust all night. I don't know, but I had to dust and vacuum and everything this morning. I just can't live in that. And so I went on the news to see, what's the deal? Because it was obvious there's a fire nearby. Hi there, Trudy. It's nice to see you. Did you get your... Oh, yeah, you did. You said you did. Excellent. I better pull this basket down or I'll forget to do this in all my chit-chat about the fire. Can you believe how bad it is? Thank you so much for sharing, Trudy. I appreciate that so much when you guys do that. It makes a big difference. It really does. At any rate, I saw one of on the news site that was reporting that the fire is pretty far away from us, but it looks bad out there. It could be worse. I've been in worse. Obviously, if it was closer, it would be a lot worse, but it is bad out there, isn't it? Somebody from Canada had actually said, I'm sorry for our Canadian wind, because the wind apparently is coming down from Canada, but and she was sincere. She actually put a little sad, tearful face by it, and I just couldn't help but put a laughing by it, because it's like, I don't think you need to apologize for wind. We generate a lot around here, and I'm not trying to be funny with that, although that does sound pretty funny. In the Tri-Cities, let me say that, we generate a lot of wind, a lot of hot air, a lot of wind. Okay, so here we go. We'll do the drawing. We'll see how it goes. I hope my internet stays connected because it is pretty iffy when the wind is this bad. Things can happen. It's going to be a windy day. They said wind advisories like up to, 30, 40 mile per hour gusts up until 8 o'clock tonight. So it is all day. Let's hope it's just the one day, right? Because it happens where it's more than one day. All right, so today, Andy, you won again. Andy, you are so lucky this last couple of weeks. So congratulations. I'll put you over here by my little Trump sign. I've got an extra Trump bumper sticker if anybody needs one. All right, and we will move on to the next part. Today, I am really quick going to show you, I had some fun making some shadow boxes, because our shadow boxes at, I think Michael's generally, but other places, they go on sale really cheap about this time of the year and a little later. I think they do it 2 times a year. And so you can buy them pretty reasonably. So I used the Tag Buffet, and I think there's a Perfectly Plaid trees in there, and that Don't Stop Believin' stamp set. And I'm just showing them to you. I do not think I'm going to do a card class with this. It was, I don't know. It would have to be just the one project, and I'm not so sure that I could really make money off of it, selling the frame and everything too. So, and this is Sailing Home, but isn't that cute? You will see it on Pinterest if you follow me on Pinterest, because I am going to put these on. But this one, I'm not sure who to give this to. Not all of my friends celebrate Halloween. I always have liked Halloween, and I don't know that I want it up in my house. It's the kind of thing you could give away, and then they could, put it up for 1 year and then throw the insert away and use the shadow box the way they want to the next year. But I thought that was pretty cute. I enjoyed doing them. They were really easy to do. So if you are thinking about gifts for people, shadow boxes are pretty easy to do. And they are not really all that... I don't think people feel too bad when they don't put them up anymore. They get done with them. All right, I am going to swing us down here, and I still have dirt. I see it on my desk. It's bad. There's just dirt all over the place. So, Trudy, I wonder if you are as much of a... I don't like that feeling, that coat of dust. I've got all over my desk. All right, today we are going to do a little gift card holder. Let me move my light. I had it up on my face because it's dark in here today. It's very dark. The sun's kind of covered up by all of the muck outside right now, and yeah, you're gonna just see me going like this a lot today because I did clean my desk, but I still I can feel the dust. And we have pretty good windows, but I think with this kind of fine fire ash, that's what's blowing in all over the place. It just kind of seeps through all of the cracks in every little, there's little cracks all over the place. Nothing's airtight. All right, so this is the card I'm going to do today. Isn't it cute? So you open it up like this. I like the sentiment on this one. For a gift card holder, I thought it would be a really cute set to use. I'm not sure how much I got the From All of Us stamp set because I send our get birthday cards out for our church kiddos, and I just thought that would be a really good one for them, but I'm not sure about a gift card for them. I don't think we're probably going to be doing a gift card for them very often. But anyway, it's a cute set. You could use any set for this design. So I am going to go ahead and just get started. I do have ash all over my pieces, but I did pre-cut the labels I'm using. I'm going to just use the Celebration labels dies, and that's those two. And then this is the Stitched Shapes die. My nails are a mess today. I watched TV instead of doing my card stuff one night, like last night or the night before maybe it was, and I bit my I had already taken the cleaned all of my polish off because I was gonna redo my nails that night, and instead of doing that I watched TV, and then I bit my nails and I bit my cuticles even. I don't know, I have to do stuff when I'm watching TV, or I do such things, and it's just a weird psychological issue, I guess. I'm going to take my soft suede cardstock, and I'm going to cut this into our traditional. This is not traditional, I guess. I want this one to be just a bit wider because that this is not even the largest Celebration labels die. The Celebration labels are really nice. The biggest die is giant. It would be really nice for stamp booking. Look how big that is. But I would have to do a really giant card to utilize that one. So I'm using this one, so the next size down, and then we're using this like mid-sized one too. But it does have this nice little one. Now they're not, they don't, this one and this one, some of them layer nicely. I guess they all really do, because that one layers pretty well with that one too. So that is nice. You can get a nice frame with it. It's a little on the large side for me, but that's just my take on it. And so anyway, those are those. And I did fussy cut this out, just because I wanted to not have to work, especially here on camera. I didn't want to be doing masking. It's easier for me to just stamp, and cut than it is for me. This is just personal, to stamp my images and then create the mask and lay them down and stamp over it. This one's pretty easy to fussy cut. So I just prefer to do that. And, not fussy cutting would look just as good if you want to do a mask. Oh, I better get my video up here. Hold on a sec. I kind of forgot about that. I was thinking I might be here all by myself, Trudy. Thank you for joining me, because on a holiday like this, generally people are not necessarily gonna join. So I appreciate your being here. Oh, dust is a protective covering for furniture. I'm glad I saw your comment. That's hilarious. It actually does. I mean, once you clean it off, it does work kind of that way. Okay, but no, I can't stand the feel of it. See, everything I touch here, I could feel it under my feet when I woke up this morning, and And I just thought, oh no, today is the day I'm doing my car. Why does my camera keep moving? I must be bumping it or something. I was thinking, I have stuff to do. I don't really want to be having to clean this morning, but I did. Okay, so that was 4.5 by 11, and then I'm going to score it at 5.5 and 8 1/4. Okay, and then we're just gonna do like a Z fold. So this is a modified Z fold card. And then for the pocket part inside, we'll do that with, now I think I used, it looks like I used crumb cake instead of soft suede. So anyway, this will look a little different apparently, but that's okay. And then this one we'll wait, I don't need another sheet. I can use the, I think this will work because I need 4 inches on this one. And so 4 inches, that's what I have left. So we want 4 inches by 9. So we'll cut it 9 inches. Hi there, Linda. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for sharing, and I hope you guys are doing all right. We have a terrible dust storm, fires nearby, lots of wind, so I'm going on and on about all the ash and dust film we have all over the place. All right, so then now that I've taken this and cut it 9 by 4 inches, and I see my camera's moved again. I think for my, must be, I don't know, something's going on with my camera. Oh, I'm watching it. It's moving right now. It's just slowly moving. This is funny. Let me tighten it up. Something's wacky over there. I thought it was me, but it actually is. I can even see it now. It's still creeping closer. Let's see if that holds it. Okay, maybe it will. That is hilarious. I don't know, but it's, that is so funny. So funny. It was sneaking up on me. All right, it feels tighter. Let's see. Hopefully that, I still see it moving. Oh man, this is funny because I'm not really sure which screw over here is causing that issue. Maybe it's just the weight. Hold on, I have to come over to where I have it connected and try to tighten it up. Wow, very interesting. It's been a really good little contraption for the last year. I would hate to see it. Maybe if I put it up, it'll do better. It'll behave a little more. Okay. I think it's doing better. All right. So 9 inches by 4 inches, and on the side that's the 4 inches, I'm going to score it on each side at 1/2 inch. Oops, I need to get my cutting blade out of the way because a lot of times instead of scoring it, I accidentally cut it. I hate that when I do that. So on each side, you're just going to do that 1/2 inch. Now you guys have done so many of these kinds of things, you could probably do it in your sleep. All right, and then, I'm not sure what this is scored at. I think it's, I'm not sure, I better measure it. Let's look here. It is about 4.5, so we'll do it at 4.5, and hopefully that will work. 4.5. My scoring blade keeps cutting off. I mean, just falling off all the time now. Hi, Mary. It's good to see you. All right, so now I'm going to fold this like this. It was a little on the short side, so let me just trim it a tiny bit because I want it to be the same size. And then I'm going to take the arms off. Basically where I scored, I am going to take those off. So I'm going to just stick it up here and line that up where I scored it, cut that side, and then we'll cut this side. Okay, and then I'll just use my little scissors and trim that off. So Mary, how are you guys holding up in the wind? I don't think our fires are near you. The fires that are bringing all this gunk in are, I think I saw that it was in Okanagan County and up by Omak, and oh man, but it's bad down here. Can you imagine how awful it must be where they are? So I'm gonna fold those little arms in. This is our gift card holder. So it's kind of feeling a little rough. So let me take those corners off there. Hi Diana, how are you? Are you guys at home? I'm so privileged to have you watch me. I can't believe you are. Okay, now I've got a pocket going here, but I'm going to need to make, this is my pocket, but I need to put this on this arm because this is, like I said, this is a Z fold, so it's opening up like this. This is going to open up, and then there's your pocket. So this is my pocket that I've made. Now I'm going to take another piece of soft suede and cut another one 9 by 4. So we'll start with the 4-inch side. Okay, and then we'll go with the 9-inch cut. And then that'll give me a nice, it should be 4.5. 4.5 is half of 9 inches, so I'm not sure why it ended up being a little bit on the short side, but it did. So that looks pretty good. So now I can put this in for my pocket. Okay. I don't want it to be like right at the edge. I actually want it to be a little bit, well, no, it'll work. It'll work. I do want it to be at the edge. I just need to make sure this closes really well. And then this side that's going to come up is going to be the top. So I do want to put a little notch there. Let me peek over and see what. I've got a little circle punch. So we'll get this little circle punch out. And that will be my little notch. Okay. Yeah, it is a perfect day for being in the craft room, isn't it? It definitely is. This is not a day I wanted to be outside. I did want to be outside, but when I woke up this morning, I realized, yeah, I'm not going to be really feeling like going outside at all anyway. The wind wasn't quite as bad when I woke up, but it sure was weird looking out there with all the smoke, and it just did not look like a nice day. Let me move my paper. This is our Forever Fern DSP, and that's what I'm going to be using to decorate this little card, but I'm going to move it out of the way for a minute. Here's my host code if you choose to order anything. Remember, you're going to get a little crow on your Crow Rewards card, and that goes for my classes too. If you order my classes, then you will also get a little crow. If your order is $50 and above, it has to be $50 and above, so that would mean you'd have to buy 2 classes, right? Okay, so let's see now. What am I doing? I think what I'm doing is I need to just assemble my DSP. Now that I've kind of got this going, I think I can assemble my pocket. So let's do that. Let's close up the pocket and get that on. I want to make sure I have plenty of glue on there because I want that to hold nice and tight. This is the kind of card that a kid would get, so you would want to make sure that it's gonna take some tugging. Okay, so let me grab a couple of clips and there we go. Lost the sound. Uh-oh. I hope my sound isn't gone. I told you we might have trouble just because of the wind. There might be difficulties. So if there are, I am terribly sorry, but nothing I can really do. Before I came on, I was looking at, I didn't bring it in. I actually was going to bring it in and I totally forgot. This morning I had my typical scrambled egg. This is I'm trying to can't hear me? Then I'm not even going to tell my story if you can't hear me. Oh, Trudy, you said you can hear me. Oh, okay, good. So I'm sorry, Mary, that might be you guys there in Moses Lake having trouble. I'm not sure, but right now I'm trying to lose some pounds again. Because like over the last year, I gained that 15 pounds and I've been struggling and it hasn't been coming off and it's just been very disappointing. So I'm trying to be very firm again with myself. And let's see, before I go on to that, I need to get out my little DSP. This is what I need. I need let's put it up here. I need 2.5 by 4 1/4 and a 4 1/4 by 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I think, is that all I need? I think I need another one too. Also need 2 3/4 and 4 1/4, and that is for this piece right here, I believe, because it has to be a little on the small side so it doesn't, stick out at all. So, all right, let me get that paper out. I'm not sure if I have enough of the kind that I used originally. I kind of liked this. Oh, I do have another whole sheet of it. It has to be going in this direction. And I was thinking this sheet actually is pretty nice too. But I'm going to be using more of the olive greens rather than our blue greens. So I think I'll just make it work with this design. I love this paper. All of it's been really beautiful. All right, Mary, it must just be you. I'm so sorry. Maybe where your internet is right there, it's having a little bit of trouble. Okay. Oh, I'm feeling a little bit warm, and it's not in trying to diet this morning, I got my 1 egg, and I like to put Bacos. And I had to go to Spokane to find Bacos. Hi, Michelle. It's nice to see you. Are you having a good day off? I hope you're getting to do something fun. All right, so this one, let's just go ahead and do my 5 1/4 because it needs to be in this direction. So we'll go 5 1/4. And then I have, it's called bacon yeast. If you're an Adventist or a Seventh-day Adventist, or if you are, which I am not anymore, but I'm just saying, or if you are a vegetarian, you might know what bacon yeast is. This is bacon flavored brewer's yeast. I think it might be actually brewer's yeast anyhow. 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. Uh-oh. I cut it in the wrong direction. Maybe not. 4 1/4. Let's see what I did. Okay, because this piece I need to have. Oh, good. I did not cut it in the wrong direction. This is our long one. Perfect, perfect. Okay, very good. I don't need to do the back, but I do need to do the front, and it's going this direction. So let's stick that there. And then I need 2 1/2 by 4 1/4. Now the 2 1/2 side though needs to be this way. Let's see if I can use up some of my scrap. 2 1/2. And so that tastes pretty good, but when I was making my bacon, that's my eggs and bacon. Is my Bacos, those fake Baco chips. I like them because I was an Adventist and a vegetarian growing up, so I don't mind it, but other people probably wouldn't like it. And I'm sorry if my camera keeps shifting towards me. It's been drifting this way. Let's see here. Okay, so 2 1/2 inches. We'll just go all the way down, and then we need two that are 4 1/4. Let's see if I can get 2 4 1/4 pieces here. 4 1/4. Excellent, I did. Needed 2 of those. And that, and then we need a 2 3/4. Well, I don't think, no, that I did not use all the scrap, but I got pretty close, didn't I? All right, so now we'll do 2 3/4 on this one. Again, it's going to be down to 4 1/4. Move that around here. Oops. I'm kind of like fighting myself here. 4 1/4. There we go. All right, 2 3/4. Now this should be all that I need, but I think I need one more piece because I'm looking at my card and thinking I didn't get all of the ones that I needed out all written down. All right, so I'm gonna leave my cutting board out there for a minute and let's see what I've got. We've got this piece here, and then this piece is going in here, and then we're gonna put our pocket in here. I need this piece. I don't think I did it. And I also have, oddly, an extra, I actually need a few more pieces here. So we need this piece, and I need this piece, and I need this piece, I think. Yes. Okay. All right, so let's see. I'm not even needing this piece. I'm not sure where you even came into play. This is why I wanted to make sure I had plenty of paper before I started this. I kind of suspected I might have this situation. You finished some banana pecan muffins. Now that sounds like a good combination. My camera keeps sliding towards me. I'm not sure why it is doing that. Sorry. This is going to be interesting until I get that fixed. All right. You're going to see my belly a lot is what's going to happen. All right. I need my ruler because we need to do some cutting here. So let's see. I need 4 1/4, 4 1/4 by 3 3/4. How come I don't have that? I think I do have that right here. Although I've got 4 1/2. Huh. Okay, so we're gonna do, I don't know about this one. I'm skeptical about that. So let's just do what my real measurement is showing me here. So 3 3/4 is what I'm gonna need by 4 1/4. So, wait. 4 1/4 this way, right? Yes, okay. 4 1/4 this direction. I think we're gonna need 2 of those, but I'm not so positive. And then 3 3/4. All right, and then that should be there, or like this actually. Okay, and then that's gonna fit on, oops, inside. I need another one because I need one here too. So 3, oh, let's see what we've got. We've got 4 4/4, oh good, 3 3/4. So now we've got the inside of that. Okay, I'm leaving myself some more border than I actually wanted, but that's okay. I'm gonna just live with it. And one more. Now that's gonna be too small. So we'll go ahead and turn it around. 4 and, I better measure. It should be the same, but let's just make sure. Yep, 4 4/4 or 1/4. 4 1/4 and 3 3/4. I saw some food combinations just before I was coming on. I was looking at some interesting little factoids in our Google list, and so I have some good combination. I saw these are really good. Now some of them are ones you've heard or even like. So you can tell me if you like these food combinations. Because my Bako, fake Bako and egg thing is fine for me, but Jeff, of course, has never liked anything like that, and who can blame him? All right, so I set that aside, and now I'm thinking, where did I lose that piece? Well, we're gonna just start assembling before I lose everything, because these just kind of all go on. Once you get that cut out, you're just gonna stick these things on, and then we'll get busy with the stamping. So food combinations, these are supposed to be odd food combinations, all right? One is ice cream and French fries. Hi, Andy, you won the thing again. How do you keep being so lucky? French fries and ice cream. I remember eating that when I was younger, because I would have cravings at night and want to go down to the fast food place and buy French fries and a shake. That was it. You blew in, no doubt. I know, it's ridiculous out there, isn't it? All right, now this one, I'm going to put this one here. And this one's too fat. How did that happen? One is just slightly too fat. It's too fat for the front, and it's too fat for the middle. This is where your handy dandy tiny little thing comes in. Okay, let's do it so I can see what I'm doing now. And not cut off a finger, preferably. Okay. Now we can put this on the front. That's kind of a small border, but it's gonna work. Thank you for sharing. Appreciate that, ladies. It makes a big difference to the whole game. Do appreciate it a lot. As much as I complain about Facebook, it is a really quick way to get your information out. It's, you know, obviously if they take it down, which they might, as many scary comments as I put out there. Okay, here's another combination. Chocolate and avocado. Now, I'm not so sure about that one. That one doesn't sound all that good to me. I know I've heard of avocado ice cream, but chocolate and avocado. I don't know. Is that like chocolate syrup? Oh, thank you, Mary. I see you told me where I put it. You guys are so helpful. I think that's it right there. Thank you. Anyhow. Okay, chocolate and avocado, yum, yum. All right, so this goes like this, and now we want to do our little pocket. I can just put our pocket on, and then I can put my, oh, that's right. This goes like this, and this goes like this. So I need to put this in here before I put that pocket on there. And I also need to put my DSP on this pocket and clip it before I actually get that all on there. Okay, that one there, and this one here. Okay, here's another one, olive oil and ice cream. I've never heard of that. And, you know, again, how do you even eat that? Do you just drizzle the olive oil all over your ice cream? Is it any kind or just vanilla or what? I need more information for that one. Because olive oil is, I'm not that fond of it. In fact, some olive oils have to me, a very unpleasant taste. Have you noticed that? Because I noticed one time, I looked up olive oil to see what's the best kind to buy. And I saw that you can get cold pressed olive oil was supposedly the best. And Anyway, so I to tell you the truth, I didn't really, I'm not an olive oil connoisseur apparently, because I couldn't really tell the difference, really. I'm kind of embarrassed to say that, but I can tell the difference between olive oils that I like and those that I don't, but I didn't notice the cold press thing making that big of a difference to me. I was buying it from Costco, so maybe that was why. I did buy some once in a gourmet shop though, and it didn't seem to make any difference as far as how much I liked it versus the cheaper kind that I could buy at Costco. All right, so now that one is ready to be put in my card, and I kind of want to make sure that I'm placing it so that my label is gonna it doesn't have to cover it, but I don't want it to. There we go, that'll be perfect. Okay, so that's gonna give you enough room easily right there. Now I need to cut apparently one more piece of DSP out. If I did put it away, Mary, I permanently put it away, it looks like. So I have another one. So this little project does end up taking a lot of one sheet. Not all of it, but most of it. All right, so this one I bet is also I bet it's 3 by 4.5. Let's check. That's not even, that's 4 3/8. So let's go 4 1/4, and this is 3. So we would want it to be about 2 3/4, but I'm gonna go up a little bit on this one. So let's do that again. 4 1/4. My brain can only hold so many steps at a time, apparently. 4 1/4. 4 1/4. I'm gonna have to just cut this. I didn't want to, but I'm gonna have to, just so that I can square it up. Okay, 4 1/4. Right there. And I think I said that it was 3 inches, but we don't want to go 2 3/4. We're going to go 2 and like almost a 7/8 and see how that looks. Now I like the tops of those leaves, and I want to cut that side off, I think. All right, so with these papers, it doesn't hurt to eyeball where you're cutting it, and get it where your pattern's going to be more attractive. Sometimes I don't bother doing that when I'm doing these live things, because I'm a little just panicked and trying to get it done, you know, and not take 3 hours to do it. But now I did I shoved glue on all of that, which I could have probably not put some right there. So I need to wait. Wow, I'm going to have a hard time getting my punch in there. I should have actually punched this before gluing. Let's do that. I'm gonna put some of my glue there. I better let that dry, because I don't want to ruin my punch. So we'll let that dry, and then I'll stick it on. I'll have to just re-glue. All right, let me take my little sticky notes and set them aside, because they're gonna need some adjustment. They're not totally accurate. It does make a difference, you know, even just adding accidentally, like I do, a fraction of a 1/16 will just get it all off a little bit. And the borders can be, typically the borders are bigger than I like to have. I like the borders to be, this is your one 1/4 inch, you know, border, but I like a 1/8, or anyway. All right, my fingers are feeling pretty sticky. Oh, here's another combo, Coca-Cola and chicken. Now, I've heard of this, Coca-Cola and chicken. Okay, but I think that's like in a casserole, so I don't really count that. That's not one, that doesn't count as weird to me. And this one doesn't either. Strawberries and balsamic. Andy M. You're so funny, Andy. Is it worse out there where you are? I mean, it's really windy here, but I'm just looking at it from inside, so it's like, well, yeah, it's pretty windy, all right. All right, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I think I'm going to go ahead and stamp my image so we can move along. I'm going to just do it with black. I'm using this big giant block. I could get out the Stamparatus, but it's just a little bit more bulky. And I had my stamp set out. Where did I put you? I know you're here. Where did you go? This is pretty amusing. I always am misplacing things. There you are. All right, so I just don't have enough room on my desk. All right, this is cute. So I have really enjoyed looking at I like this ostrich and the turtle best. So I made some cards just using them because they're pretty cute. They have real personality, don't they? All right, now I don't want to stamp that on that. That's where my trees are going because I'm going to fussy cut that out. So let's stick you right there. Okay. And now that I've succeeded in doing that, where did I put my cleaning thing? There you are. All right. Zero visibility. Oh, man. Oh, hi, Sylvia. It's nice to see you. You just had breakfast. We are having a terrible storm here. We have fires pretty close to us. Well, I shouldn't say pretty close to us. They're actually not that terribly close, but it seems like they are because the wind is blowing all the ash and the smoke and everything over here. And so Andy, no, you need lights on. I know, I do too. I need lights on in the house too. I got a new little light. Let's see if you can see it here. Let's see if I can get my camera down so you can see it. Why is it not showing you my light? There you go. Now you can see it. Because I kept having to drag my little desk light over to this corner to try to get this corner over here. It was dark, and now that I've adjusted everything, my camera's probably going to keep drifting to me again. It was doing pretty good there, and now I probably messed it up. It's loose. I have a loose screw, and I'm not referring to my brain, although you know, that could be argued. All right, now so our storm has done things. I had dust all over everything, ash and I had to do major cleaning today, major cleaning. Thank you, Andy. I'm glad you like that. And this was clean, but now it's dirty. We're gonna use it anyway because I'm not gonna do a whole new deal. All right, so let's take the little trees and find a stamp block that's gonna work with that. Okay, it's pretty easy to do, and I want to stamp over my smudge, but I'm not sure if my trees are gonna be able to go over that far. Let's see. I think it will. I think it'll work. It's gonna work because I'm gonna color in there a little bit, and then that'll take care of my little smudge. Yeah, so fires are scary. Here, when you're by a forest, you know, it can sweep in pretty fast. So I'm glad that they are not anywhere near us, and I feel sorry for the people that they are close to, because I remember when we've done church camps, it's really scary. I know they evacuated the area around where the fires are, and that's frightening because the roads are closed all around there because of the visibility. You can't see. So they, of course, had them evacuate before they closed the roads, I'm sure. But then what about those people who, you know, hesitate and decide not to go? And they do have a shelter-in-place thing for a bunch of people, too. And that would be a scary decision. Do I want to do that or do, well, our firemen are wonderful. They work really hard. They do a really good job. Jeff and I were up there, in fact, pretty close to where this is taking place, not very long ago. And we were just shocked at how much old, dead growth is left in the forest, just growing there. And used to be they would come through and clear a lot of that out. And when you do that, it aids this fire situation quite a bit. And it is frustrating that forest management has gone so green that they're not even taking care of their forests anymore, because these fires are devastating the Pacific Northwest, and they didn't used to quite as bad. I mean, you always are going to have fires. That's just inevitable, but I do think that they were, well, I know they were. If you looked in history, you'd see they have been managed better in the past. All right, so now we have our little divot there, and that's going in nicely. So we can put our little pocket in. And we'll get it about there. Oh, you know what I did? I have my opening on the wrong side. I almost put my leaves going the other direction. So I'm going to drag it in a bit. It doesn't really matter because my image is going to cover this. But I did prefer having, I've got to put this is what I've done. Whew, it's a good thing I'm getting that off before it's totally glued. I am putting it in here, you ding dong, and then I can put the whole thing together. All right, since this is very sticky right now, let's do this one. All right. There we go. And then now we can put in, the pocket goes in here like this. Whew. No, it's still going to go the wrong way though, because I still have it on the wrong side, although it isn't going to matter. I just wanted it the other direction, but it really doesn't matter. Yeah, you know what, Sylvia, it's worse in California, much worse. We have friends that have a son who is one of the firefighters down there fighting those fires right now. It's really scary for them. Right now, you do need to use your bone folder to really crease these creases. And then that'll help make this card lay down, you know, nice and flat, so that when you mail it, it's not going to be so bulky. And these creases for sure, because otherwise they really don't want to stay down. You can even see how hard I'm doing it. It's putting a sheen on my paper. Okay, so that part is done. Now I can get to the stamping part. Did that. And coloring. Let me put my glue lid on here. Oh, okay, you saw Control. It was fascinating, I bet, Linda. Yeah, that would be fascinating. And I see my camera has drifted again. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's like we're on it's very slow ride. Very slow ride. All right. Now I'm going to get my picture out here to help me remember how I colored this. I think I went on Pinterest and saw that, yes, indeed, you can use black, but use for your ostrich, but use the light one. And then we will just start with that, because as I started doing it, I was thinking, oh, that's pretty dark and I want to see the lines. But with black memento, and it would be the same with stays on too, you can see, oops, I colored my wing and I didn't want to color my wing. I'm going to stamp that again because it looks a lot cuter when you don't have that wing colored. So let me do that one again. We'll just do it on this side. I've lived in Washington State my whole life, so, well, I shouldn't say that. When I was 3, we moved here. My whole aware life. Wasn't really aware of anything much before I was 3, but, and I do remember that we've had fires, but I do remember that they used to be managed better than they are now. Okay, so now that's all clean. Put that away. Anyhow, I'll be glad when the wind settles down. And so I thought it was funny that there was a lady from Canada taking the blame for for sending the winds to us, because obviously she did not. Let's do crumb cake. It was very polite of her, I suppose, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny, because I do think we generate way more wind here in the Tri-Cities and send it, and it gets sent. And I know it comes to us. This is light crumb cake. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the neck and the legs. This way I won't accidentally color them black like I started doing there. And just the eyeballs, because we want to do the little beak with petal pink. Put those together, because I'm probably... While I have it out, let's just do the bear's belly. This is the dark one. No, I don't want the dark one. Let's do the light one. We'll have to get that shaded in there now that I did that. And I think I am going to put you down a little closer during this coloring part so you can see what I'm doing. Not that it really makes much difference to you, but anyhow, I'll just color, color, color. This one actually colors pretty easy. You just have to be a little careful here and there. All right, let's put a tiny bit of shading on his belly. Right around the little monkey. He's cute. Cute, cute. I just like the little smirks, just such cute attitude, right? Wouldn't you, if you were going to have a party, you would want to have the flamingo and or the ostrich, I mean, and the turtle, you'd want to have them come to your party. Because not everyone will like them, but they will add fun. They will add fun to it. And you can be sure that some people won't like them, but that's okay. I would like them. I think. I hope. All right, now, let's see. Now we can do our black, because we've got our little wings colored. So, again, light. I want to use this part, and we're just going to color the body with this black, and you'll see that, yeah, you can see the lines, because I just am always never sure with black that I can still see the little lines, but you can. And I thought it looked cute. I'm glad somebody, I don't remember, I saw a few people had colored it this way, and I liked it. We'll see a whole bunch of other ways people will color. It's always nice to see the different ways. Let's do the toucan too while we're here. Okay, we can do the whole little toucan body. All right, here is another combo. Yeah, strawberries and balsamic, that's not new. Everybody does that on a salad, right? Cheddar cheese and apple pie, didn't think that was odd. A lot of people have done that for a very long time. I'm going to use light Calypso coral. I think I used pumpkin pie for the toucan's beak, but I'm going to go with something a little different than the orange. The orange looks okay, but I think I want this. And then I think I'm going to just do that. And we're going to put petal pink. We'll get the dark one out for the ostrich's little beak. Try to get that blended a little bit there. Okay. And while I've got this out, let's do the little monkey ears and the little bear ears. Oops, I lost my rubber band. It went flying across the room. Okay, how about this one? This one is weird. Peanut butter and a burger. Peanut butter and a burger. It's creeping towards me even when I have it down. Wow. I'm very frustrated by that. I'm going to have to do something with that. That's not going to work for me. I did forget while I had that black out to do the bear's nose, but I don't think I really want black. We're going to do the monkey with smoky slate, and I think we'll do the same smoky slate with the nose on the bear. So let's do a little bit of darker right there, a little bit of darker here on this back leg and this back foot, and maybe just the bottom of his arm right there, okay? Just a little bit of dimension, maybe, so he's not quite so one-dimensional. And then we'll get the lighter smoky slate and blend that all in. So peanut butter in a burger did not sound appealing to me. Have any of you had that? I don't think I would like that. All right. Banana and bacon. Now, one thing I noticed as this list was going, as I kept writing these down, there are some things you can put with anything and it's going to make it palatable or even good, and bacon is one of those things. You can't put bacon with something and it won't taste good, right? Love bacon. Okay, let's do your little ear and the nose. Okay, those guys are done. Well, I guess the monkey's face still has to go. I'm not sure what I didn't really like the color. I think I'm gonna use, I don't know that I really want petal pink. I think I used ivory, but it seemed a little on the dark side. So we're gonna outline him with ivory, and then we're gonna try some petal pink and see what happens. And we'll just drag in some of that ivory into his face, making this a little darker, but not quite as dark as that. Just didn't quite care for that. All right, I see I forgot a tiny little spot right there. Okay. All right, now let me put my pen colors together again here and make sure that they don't get lost. And we're gonna do soft suede for the bear. Let's start with our dark soft suede. Sorry, it was like almost in my ear. This is gonna be a really fun one on YouTube, this video. The people who watch on YouTube are not, they're not, I don't think, as forgiving as you guys, because they're just there for the basics. I'm not sure that I'm gonna like how dark that's turning out right there, but we're just gonna go ahead and do some more outlining because he's a pretty big bear. I didn't really want him just all one color. He does have a nice smile. Now, if you had a party and you invited the bear, even if there were guests who didn't like your ostrich and your turtle, or even maybe your monkey all that well, they would love the bear. The bear would make it all better. And the bear would get along really good with everybody, right? Isn't that, am I not describing people in general? I know not everybody likes me. I imagine that. They don't all like me, but they all like Jeff. My husband, Jeff, he's easy to get along with. He's the bear. And I'm probably much more like the monkey or the ostrich, or maybe the turtle. All right. Although I don't think I would be on the list of you know, you have to invite her for a fun person. Trudy, you had a bear in, oh, your daughter had a bear in her yard. Did they see it? Was it like a black bear? We used to get black bears, well, one summer up at our church camp. There were always bears, you know, kind of lurking around. We had to keep the trash covered and all of that. Well, one year, though, it was a particularly dry year, and our camp was on a lake. So oh, man, we've never had so many problems with bears. Every night, every day, Jeff would be out there pouring bleach on the trash, because that's what the locals advised, to try to manage the bears, because they kept coming in, you know, every night. We would see them, and they were scary because they were coming right into our camp. And there was also a campground right near us, so it wasn't like they were just threatening our camp. There were a whole lot of people that were in their tents, you know, trying to sleep, and there are bears all over the place. So no incidents happened, but we saw a lot of bears. They're big. They're big. All right, so that's that. While I have this out, though, let's do our little tree trunks. Okay, there and there, there and there. I could have colored some of this ahead of time, probably, but oh well. It always seems like it's going fast when you're doing it all on your own, but then you look up and you realize you've just used up a whole hour of coloring time. And that was right in my ear again. I'm so sorry. If I was a professional, I would just stop and start the video again after having fixed it, but I'm not. I'm just your average, I would say Joe, but I guess in my case I'd be a Jane. Okay, so I tried to cover up my smudge. I'm hoping that my animals will cover up that whole bottom of the trunk pretty well, because I don't care for what happened there. Now with my turtle, let's start with a little bit of light Granny Apple Green, and we're just gonna do the little, you know, oval shapes on his shell right there. Maybe we'll do his head too, or at least some of his head. And I don't think I need to do any more of that. Now we'll drag out some old olive, and we're gonna just go around with the light. We're just gonna go around each shape partially. Okay, and then maybe around his neck a little bit. That'll be the shading part, in his eyelid. And then I think I'll just do his feet while I'm there. Then with the dark old olive, we want that tiny end. We're gonna color in the whole shell. One restaurant we were at had turtle soup. I've never had that. Now that would be a weird food to me. No other people might like it. And then we'll just put a little bit of dark there and a little bit here. I'm just trying to get a little more color in there to blend, because we're going to blend those in. Just want a little variation so he's not all one color. There we go. We'll make those feet a bit darker. Yeah, we can do this. We'll just do a little more outline there. All right. And back to Granny Apple Green. And you're in my in my hair again. Pretty funny. Okay, there we go. So he is done. Let's do those leaves. I'm going to do quick with my light Granny Apple Green. Thankfully, I'm not cutting out the trees. They would be much more time consuming. Okay. Peanut butter. Sorry, peanut butter and a pickle sandwich. Peanut butter and a pickle sandwich does not sound good to me. Let's see. I think I need not dark, but light. I'm not sure. Let's see. I wanted to do the veins. Now your tree, it isn't being shown all that much, so it's just me. I like to add a little bit of extra color there. You wouldn't have to. It would look fine, especially since some of it's being covered anyway. All right. Oh, his mouth. I forgot. That one I am going to do with ivory. I'm going to go ahead and do... Oh, that's petal pink. My pins have gotten separated here. Maybe I should stick with crumb cake like his belly. There's light crumb cake. A black bear half grown. Oh boy. That must have been fun for them to watch though. They didn't have any fear of us, so we would go out. We would hear them in the trash, even though he covered it with bleach. Did not have any effect at all. They definitely enjoyed their trash time. Ooh, I need some soft suede for my bear's ear. Right there. Did I miss anything else while I was gabbing? That's it. I think I finally got that done. All right, now we can shove those aside and do some cutting. Okay, now I want to do a good job, so I'm going to go up there. Thankfully, there's not too many little crevices like that you have to do. Otherwise, it will get a little bit old watching me do this, but there's not a lot. I can kind of go pretty quick. As long as the camera doesn't. Okay, Andy, you think it sounds delicious. Oh, you must be a big pickle fanatic. So you're going to like this one too, because there was another pickle one. Where was it? Oh, maybe I didn't write it down. There was watermelon and salt, and I do know people who like that, so I don't know if that qualifies as weird, because I know too many people who like that. And I didn't go all the way in on that tail, because I don't want to risk snipping the tail off. That would be bad. And I didn't do it at all on this card. You can tell it doesn't really matter. Now around the eyeball, though, you want to give plenty of room, because you want those cute little expressive quotation type marks around those eyes. Cute, cute. How about strawberry and basil? And I think we do infused drinks like with that. So I wasn't so sure of that either. Okay, so I'm giving plenty of room, like you can see. I'm going to go down there and back up. So it's almost like you're kind of doing big giant eyeballs around the cute little eyebrows they've got up, raised up to show that he's got some personality, or she, the case may be, whichever the case may be. Even the turtle's got a little raised eyebrow there, so we'll make sure we keep that on there. Very cute. And done. Voila. Let's see how that's going to go. See, covering up that nicely. All right, let's get some dimensionals out. Stick you guys on here. There were, so here we go again. In my head, while I was on that website, it sent me to another website that was weird Oreo cookie flavors. And I was really happy when they did the lemon one in our little store nearby. I'm going to get just a tiny snippet there and stick it right here. So I was not expecting as many weird. Did you know that Oreo has a lot of really strange flavors? I mean, I thought they all sounded pretty good myself. I would have enjoyed probably all of them, but I just didn't know because it showed the packages. They are actually, they're marketed, they're packaged. These are not fake Oreos, okay? So it was buttered popcorn. They have a buttered popcorn Oreo. Did you know that? I had no clue. All right, so now I should have stamped my sentiment, but I forgot to. So let's get it going from all of us. Let's put you like right down here because I didn't leave myself a lot of room with this guy standing up there. So we'll put him on the bottom of the block, and then hopefully I won't have any trouble. Where's my soft suede? That's interesting. It's right here. I got it out. Got it out. You have eaten peanut butter and bananas. Yes, peanut butter and bananas is a good one, right? Isn't that the Elvis sandwich? Okay, from all of us. And they have Swedish fish, the little candy Swedish fish Oreo cookies. They have fireworks, it's called, and it has Pop Rocks in the frosting inside. They have Pop Rocks, so when you eat the Oreo cookie, I assume it explodes in your mouth in a delicious manner. Okay, now this has to be glued on and good. I don't want it to fall off, so we'll stick that on there. Let's see, over to about there. So we'll get a lot of glue on there. And stick you down like that. I'm going to raise you back up because I know you're going to float again. Float, float all over. And then this little tag right here has the "We Think You're the Best," which again is just right here in this little stamp set. So we'll do another bit of crumb cake with that. And oh, they had wasabi, a wasabi, wasabi. Can you imagine? Wasabi Oreo cookie? It sounds dreadful. It was pretty because it had green and brown. So when I saw the package, I thought it looks kind of attractive, but it doesn't sound good at all. Now I do want to have a little border around that. So let's see if we've got a snippet of, this is the end of our little soft suede that I cut off from my original strip of 9" by 4" probably. So we'll put you right there in the corner and just go snip, snip. Okay, and then we will put you right here. Cute. So I'm going to have two nice little gift card holders here. Now, I hope you guys are getting people on your team. Remember, this is the best time right now until probably January to be getting people to join your team. So let's be working on that, right? I'm going to try to get my finger smudge off. I had some glue on my hand, and there we go. That's better. All right, now we're opening that up. I can get my card in there. It's just going to be, you know, it's going to be well tucked in. It's not going to be sliding out. And on this part, I want to use this smaller celebration label, and we're going to do the happy, happy birthday stamp. Okay, that is right there. And we'll just do that in soft suede. And then we'll put some pretty cute little hearts all over it. There's lots of room for writing, which is kind of nice. And, oh, here's another one. Hot chicken wings Oreos. Come on. Now, who would? Hot chicken wings. See, they have these cute little hearts. Aren't they adorable? I think I have a tiny stamp in here. right, and then we'll just use some Flirty Flamingo. And we'll just put some little happy hearts around there. That's probably enough. Cute, cute, cute. Chicken wings Oreos. Yeah, it does sound really awful, doesn't it, Linda? And let's see, what's another one? They had, now the rest of them all sounded okay. And I think I've heard of the Peeps one. They have Peeps, like those little Easter Peeps. Peeps Oreos. I think I might have heard or seen that. It still seems outrageous, but they have watermelon and kettle corn, which sounds pretty close to buttered popcorn ones to me, because they had buttered popcorn Oreos. Now that I don't get. But on our store we have lemon, and I was pretty excited when they added the lemon. I love lemon. Of course, I don't get any of that anymore, right now, but hey, one day. They had pina colada and a cherry cola, apple pie, and root beer float. Now, those all sounded like pretty yummy ones. The only one, this is to last you, since we're done. That was our little card, our project. They had waffles and syrup. Can you imagine? It sounds pretty good, actually. All right, I am going to turn you, and there's my glasses on my nose. I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Thank you for watching with me. And again, that was the From All of Us set. I hope you enjoyed it, liked that little project. And thank you for sharing all the videos, and stay safe out there. Hopefully our wind will calm down. By the end of this day, it's supposed to. And Linda, I hope your water has stopped. You've turned the faucet off, because it sounded like you were getting lots of rain last week. All right. Thank you, ladies. I will see you next week. Bye.